We live. We got everybody in the scene. We got everybody in the scene. We on.
A mean machine in scarlet gray.
Mean machine in red and black.
Alright, here we go. Alright, please stop.
That's a drunk
Okay, Sphere.
Welcome back to the Extra Point College Football Podcast. I'm Max Santa.
I'm Dean Williamson.
I'm Alex Martin.
Landon Jordan.
Josh Cornhunter.
Noah Spear.
Yes,
Special guest.
yes, Noah's here.
We called him in tonight. He called.
I think he might have something to do tonight.
He didn't make the picks tonight.
It's all right. So we're on week 12. It's kind of sad. I feel like we made a long way from the Zoom calls in Utah to here. A lot's happened. I mean, I feel like the season is flying by, and it's kind of sad, man. Before we know it, it'll be gone, and
They have no announced championship.
It'll be
Time for another
no.
season of basketball.
it'll be basketball, and then we'll get back right to it.
Maybe a season where some teams don't have 6 wins.
It's kind of sad, man. Football's the peak of sports, though. Like, this is peak sports season.
And then we got boring stuff.
Everything
like
else is
flips and
boring.
basketball. That's just bad.
That's bad. So,
And women?
last week, Penn State got destroyed. And their offensive coordinator got fired, as he should have. They have a defense that could probably contend in the playoff, but their offense is horrid, so it can't get them anywhere. Utah covered the spread against Washington. Washington took care of business there against a pretty good Utah team, and then Missouri absolutely just destroyed Tennessee. And then Georgia took care of business against Ole Miss.
Big dog.
And then Duke covered the spread against a close game against North Carolina. The Tar Heels. I almost said the wrong word.
Tar
Hole.
I have something to say.
Okay, go ahead.
God is good. Duke is not. Yes.
Why did I pick the UNC spread? And why did I pick the UNC spread?
Yeah, that's what we're all in.
I told you that wasn't
UNC spread.
It's not like UNC spread.
Double overtime. We got the win. Yes. The Duke is good for a 5th straight.
Not this week.
All right, so this week, first game, let's jump right into it on ABC at 12 o'clock. Number 10, Louisville taking on Miami away. Miami is currently a half-point favorite.
Whoever made this spread is
So it's basically a pick-em. I think Miami played pretty good last week, and I thought they would because it was a rivalry game. And Miami's also got this game at home this week. Not that their field has much of a home field advantage, anyways. But I think Miami's a really good team. Or not really good, but I think they're a good enough team to beat Louisville. I don't think Louisville's all that they're made out to be. I can see this game going either way, honestly, but I'm just picking Miami. Got the home field advantage. Van Dyke's back at quarterback now due to the injury of their starter this past week, I think. So he's back at quarterback. Got some to prove. I think this is last year at Miami. So I think their defensive line is also pretty good too. I think they can keep that offense in check for Louisville. I think Miami goes out and they win this game. They played a good game against Florida State last week, minus a play or two. Probably could have won that game had those 2 plays gone differently. So I'm taking Miami here, and obviously to cover the spread because it's only a half point.
I got Louisville in this game. I mean, I feel like this is Louisville's last game. Like, this is their last game to get into the ACC championship. This is their last ACC battle. We got Kentucky next week. I think they're going to come out. I mean, I don't think they're going to overlook Miami, but I just don't think Miami's like a football team to begin with. I really don't like Miami this season, I'll be honest. I'm not picking them just because we lost to Miami. So I'm going with the Cardinals.
I hate Miami.
Did they say what happened to the QB? Did they announce?
Oh, you talking about the Miami guy? I don't know. He heard
They
it.
just said he was like, they didn't say what it was.
Yeah.
I agree with you. I'm going with Louisville. I don't think Miami's that good. They've been on and off all season. And I think Louisville has a really good defense. They shut out Duke and they shut some teams. So not a lot of offense. So I think Louisville wants to get to the ACC championship. So no, Miami wins. It's going to put ACC in absolute pure chaos.
Oh, yeah.
But I
So
think,
who would go to the championship?
well, it depends.
Depends. Virginia half.
For North Carolina, North Carolina has to beat Clemson and NC State, and they need Georgia Tech to beat Syracuse.
Okay.
But,
North Carolina's changing on.
So any of you think that can go?
yeah, but I think Louisville wins this game and clinches it.
Virginia Tech would also have a path, but
It goes North Carolina and Virginia Tech.
yeah.
But Louisville wins.
If Virginia Tech goes to ACC championship, they might as well just give out like.
We cancel the podcast.
No,
No,
We do not have a
no,
podcast.
I wouldn't even get to watch
Hey,
it.
look, we don't even have to worry about this. Louisville's gonna win this game.
Bring a can good to Charlotte again.
Yeah, that's not probably what will happen, honestly.
You do that at the game too, and then all of bring a can good, they'll let you in.
You might need 500 canned goods. Literally.
Yeah.
Cheapest ticket right now is like $650.
650.
People still rooting for the
Yeah.
Falcons days.
I think Louisville destroyed them.
I would have paid 30. Go watch Ohio State, bro.
All right. I'm going full ACC chaos. Give me the Canes. I think.
Didn't you say Virginia Tech would be Louisville?
Anyway, give me the Canes. Full ACC chaos. They played close games. Louisville has that weird loss to Pitt, and then they've also played like really well, but they've also played really close in games. I think it could be a toss-up. Give me the Canes for pure ACC chaos. There's Pac-12 cannibalism. There's ACC chaos.
Cards take care of business big time. They're going back, they're going to the ACC championship, and they can take care of Florida State. That's my 2 cents right on both of them.
Spirit.
I think the Cards were a good time.
Okay. All right. Next game we got at 12:30 on the Pac-12 network. Number 22 Utah at number 17 Arizona, who's currently a point favorite. I thought Utah showed promise last week in that they can move the football, and although I do think this Arizona team is pretty hot right now, Utah is like Kyle Whittingham is still a great coach. Utah's still a good team, and I think they proved that this weekend. I think they get a win that they need to kind of get themselves going again. I think they're too good of a team. I think he's too good of a coach to allow them to lose multiple games like this. So I think they go ahead and take care of business here. I'm taking Utah for +1 there.
I have Utah too. I think Utah's defense is gonna like kind of stomp out Arizona's little hot flame they got going on right now. I think I think it's still gonna be somewhat of a close game, but I don't think it's one that Arizona's gonna get done.
I have not really liked this Utah team this whole year. I think, like I said, I think their losses are some really good teams. But this game's at home for Arizona. I think this is a really close game. I think it's probably come out to a field goal in the last few minutes of the game, but I'm taking Arizona.
Taking Arizona too, they've gone as hot streak. They ain't lost since USC took an overtime October. I just think they've got the confidence level up. And I still ain't sold Utah. I think I take Arizona.
Alright. Give me the reigning two-time Pac-12 champion Utah. I think they got the defense to take care of this Arizona team. Yes, they were riding on a very nice four-game hot streak with before that a triple overtime loss to USC, but I think the Utes stomp out that flame. These 4 wins for Arizona were not the best wins. I mean, that win over Washington State was really good, but the other ones were really close, and these weren't the Washington and the Oregons of the Pac-12. These were more of the mediocre teams. So I think yes, if one of those had
Did you
been
not say the same thing about Utah? They beat Arizona State, USC,
Oh,
and
no.
Cal. And they got stomped on by Oregon and they lost to Washington. I mean,
you can say the same thing, but I think Utah's defense is far superior to Arizona's.
Let's go Utes. Yes.
Let's
Arizona, I mean, they've been pulling it kind of close the past few weeks. I think they say on a little streak beat them by like a field goal this time.
Alright, let's move on to the 3:30 CBS game of the week. Number 1 Georgia, favored by 10 at number 18 Tennessee.
Can you say that one more time?
Yes.
Was there a number one Georgia's name? Can you say it one more time?
Number-
I don't think.
Number 2 Georgia, favored by 10 at
Like you told me last time, where's that, where's that stat?
Alright.
One Georgia.
Last week, I had a feeling it was in the cards for Georgia to go out and do what they did. I didn't know if they'd cover because they hadn't in the previous game. This is also a tough one. I know, like, this is tough. I think Georgia's gonna beat Tennessee by 2 touchdowns, but like, I don't know. I guess like Neyland's a hard environment to play in, but Tennessee is terrible, man. The only thing I think they have going for them that I think could cause some problems is the fact that their pass rush is pretty decent this year, and Carson Beck hasn't really been affected in the pocket much. So I think I haven't seen anybody do it yet, but if somebody can affect him in the pocket, that's the only chance they have. Otherwise, I think Georgia wins on multiple scores here.
I think Georgia rolls over Tennessee. I mean, last week I thought Ole Miss was going to keep it close with Georgia. I was proven completely wrong. And first off, I don't know how Tennessee is still ranked 18th. Like,
Yeah,
what has Tennessee
They
done
just
this
got
season?
rolled by Missouri.
Like, how are they still even ranked 18th? I don't even know how they're really still a ranked team at this point.
Every SEC team should be ranked.
No.
That's exactly why they're ranked, because they're in the SEC. That's just a question.
Lamar said
I think
that.
Georgia beats them by 17.
Kirby who? Kirby Smart.
Look here, this game ain't close. Based on what Missouri did to Tennessee last week and what I saw Georgia do to I think who is still a good Ole Miss team, this game ain't even close.
Yeah.
Tennessee's not just not even close. No, they don't even show up.
It's reverse psychology on Georgia. We're pulling right now.
Well, this is gonna be an easy Georgia win. I mean, the only thing I think Tennessee has going for it is the fact that it's in Neyland. This is gonna be, let's see, that Georgia score last week was 52-17. I think you're gonna see something very similar to it. I think Tennessee may get 3 to 7 points at most.
I don't know what's going to be
I
that.
don't know.
They only put up 7
Really?
against Missouri.
but I
Missouri's
think
a good team.
I know,
pass
and Georgia's
defense-
better.
Georgia's pass team is better than their rush defense this year, and Tennessee can run the ball. So if I think they could score.
I think Tennessee would get blown in a field goal. I still think they would get blown in. I think they would get blown in a field goal.
Okay,
Yeah.
so like 10 is like, okay, 10 points. I think it's gonna be a reasonable 52-17 game.
If somehow Tennessee wins this game, it's because Joe Milton threw the ball really well, and also I think that Tennessee's gotten pressure up front, and Carson Beck finally had his bad game, but that's the only way I see it happening. I hope it happens.
I think we all do.
But.
We all hope against Ole Miss tonight.
Yeah, that really.
All that's left is Bama.
Y'all been hoping a lot, right? Every
This is-
podcast
I
is
was
hoping.
cool,
Georgia said.
Every podcast, y'all hoping something.
I told you Georgia was gonna cover against Ole Miss.
Next is Georgia Tech, is that we hope for.
Yes.
And then Bama.
Well, I might be scared.
I guess we'll let the Georgia fans speak.
Or the Spears has, I don't even have nothing to say. I probably won't even.
Yeah, you got something to say.
Last year's Georgia offense. Georgia was known for their offense last year more than their defense.
Last year?
The year before it was defense. Last year was more of offense. They put
I
up,
disagree.
they put up way more points than they did the year before.
Yeah, but I wouldn't say they're known for their offense. I'd say
But their offense,
they're definitely more known for their offense now than they were last year.
but listen. Last year was 39.8. They had Stetson Bennett, Lat McConkey, Brock Byers, Arian Smith, and A.D. Mitchell. All of them didn't miss a game, right? Playing together. This year's Georgia offense, 40.6 points a game. They have not yet had, Brock Bowers and Lat McConkey have not yet played one single game together healthy. I don't even think they've done.
I thought he played last week.
Brock didn't play, but Brock probably played at all.
Scored a touchdown.
But he was.
Made a contribution. Yeah.
Oh,
I get what you're saying. Continue your point.
Okay, 40.6. Yes, our rush defense has struggled, but I don't think, I don't think Tennessee has somebody like Missouri's running back. And honestly, Quinshon Judkins didn't even really hurt us that bad last week. I think our rush defense is improving. They're still shaky at times. But this week right here is the first week of Brock Bowers and Lab McConkey has going in this. They're both ready to go. I mean, Brock Bowers still kind of in the swing to get back right, but they're both ready to go. I got Georgia win this thing like 45-17, 48-17. I say they put up some points heavy. And I think I don't think the start defense gives up more than 10 points. I think the second string come in to end the game after Georgia blow them out and give up a touchdown or something. But no, Georgia might lose, but it ain't gonna be this week. I can promise you that. I can guarantee you that.
Oh,
Hold on a second.
say that into the mic. Guarantee.
I can guarantee you that Georgia.
Is there a
will lose.
100%?
If they lose, I'm clipping this and I'm putting it in the podcast.
Alright, next game at 3:30 on ESPN. Tar Heel Hornet and Tar Heel Bread is playing against Clemson
and Alex is gonna
in Death Valley.
And we're gonna be there.
Alex is gonna be
After
there.
this podcast, we'll be
All
Alex
three out of
Half of the podcast will be there to watch the Tar Heels go down.
That's more.
The Clemson stock just keeps
Listen,
on rising.
listen, I don't like Clemson nothing. I don't like them at all.
I don't like Ohio State at all.
But I'm buying stock this week.
Yes, the stock keeps going up. It keeps rising. Someone called Tyler from Spartanburg.
No.
I'm buying stock this week. I think Clemson take care of business against North Carolina. North Carolina. If this was like 4 games ago before North Carolina was losing, I'd pick North Carolina here. But Clemson's gotten better and North Carolina's gotten worse. So this brings me to my conclusion that Clemson's going to win this game. They don't lose many games at home still. I think Clemson take care of business here against North Carolina.
I agree, Max. You know why?
Why?
The Clemson stock keeps on rising. Our offense has stopped fumbling the ball for once. If we can not.
Oh, imagine that you eliminate turnovers, you win games.
That's right.
North Carolina's defense is terrible. And their run defense is terrible.
Bill Moffitt,
I believe that Bill
Robert
Moffitt and Will Shipley are about to have an amazing game on Saturday. And I think we're going to run all over the Tar Heels. But on the other side, I think the Tar Heels are going to run all over us. I think it's going to end up being a shootout, but I still think Clemson's going to win by 10 points.
I hope it is a shootout. I'd love to watch that.
All right.
You guys have fun with that too.
I think this will be a shootout. Clemson wins this game.
Yeah.
Because it's just North. Look, that's not a shocking thing to say.
I think going into this podcast to pick North Carolina.
This is not a shocking thing to say. All right. I think North Carolina is in a way better position this year to face Clemson than we were last year in the ACC championship because the wheels they completely. What are you shaking your head for? I'm a North Carolina.
Y'all's wheels have already fallen off.
We just beat Duke.
How many other times was that game?
Can I talk? Please, thank you. I'll talk. Last year we lost to Georgia Tech and we lost to NC State. That NC State game was absolutely devastating. We had no momentum going in that game, none. And Matt Brown for some reason did not think Cade Klubnik was going to play. This might be the dumbest thing ever. And we got destroyed. We got absolutely destroyed. I think we're in a way better position this year. I think our offense will score points because, I mean, let's be real. On Google stat website, North Carolina is top 12 in scoring offense. And we got Drake May, we got Tez Walker, we got Omarion Hampton, who I think is one of the best running backs in the country.
Who else?
J.J. Jones.
Yes.
Yes.
Here's the thing.
But we have that. But then again, we have our.
So here's the thing about the better position. I believe that Clemson is in a better position this year playing North Carolina than they were in the ACC championship. You want to talk about momentum? We just beat Notre Dame and Georgia Tech in back-to-back weeks. Last year when we played North Carolina, we had just lost to South Carolina at home after a dumpster fire of a game.
But Clemson can handle losing. North Carolina cannot. We've never been able to handle bad losses. Clemson wins this game.
I'm
Don't
just
get
saying,
me
there's
wrong.
momentum
I
for
think-
Clemson going.
I think North Carolina can keep this game close in the first half, but I think Clemson wins this game by 10 points. Just because our defense is just Swiss
Make it
cheese.
20.
We can't stop nothing. But I don't know. I think there's an opportunity for North Carolina to win this game. I really do. I really do. I think there's a chance. I don't think we win.
I
the
believe
game.
there's a chance also.
I don't think we win the game at all. Just because it's North Carolina. But I don't know. I think there is a chance, but I think this game is Clemson wins by 10 points.
The only scenario I feel like with North Carolina winning is if we have a Will Shipley or K Clubbett masterclass and turning over the ball 3 times in a game.
At
If
the
we
goal
go to
line.
the goal
At the
line
goal
one more
line.
time and turn over the ball, I absolutely believe North Carolina will win this game. It doesn't matter how good your defense is, Clemson's gonna find a way to shoot themselves in the foot.
Alright, there's 4 reasons why I think Clemson's gonna win this game. 1, Alex Martin is gonna be at that game. And he has a bad track record of UNC football games.
In person.
In person. Alright, number 2, Mac Brown is owned by that school. He's owned by Clemson. Number 3, the UNC defense has been letting up a lot. They did not look good against that Duke team, and they really didn't look good against Georgia Tech or UVA. And they still let up a lot of points against Miami. That defense
What does the Miami game have to do with anything?
you let up 31 points.
We don't wanna talk about Miami game.
Miami
We
was
lost
a
Miami.
top-ranked team at that point in time.
Anyway,
We lost to Miami,
What?
guys, that is not the
What?
point.
That is not.
anyway,
What?
and number 4, I think the line is committing a lot of y'all's offensive line has committed a lot of penalties. A lot of UNC's. Every time I watch that team, I see a lot of pre-snap offensive line.
So you're new
penalties.
here.
It might be louder than
This has been going on for 30 years for North Carolina football.
Anyway, the pre-snap penalties are going to kill the Tar Heels. Any drive that UNC has where it gets momentum, it's killed by offensive line pre-snap penalties. I think that's just going to be I think that you're going to see that late game, and it's going to kill the Tar Heels.
Willie Lampkin might jump when he sees Rukarora running.
That man keeps jumping.
Well,
I've
Woody
seen-
Wood has.
I've seen him jump twice in 2 straight plays.
He sees Clemson defensive line roll up.
Is
He
it,
might
is
get
it,
jumped.
is it time for me to make my pick?
Yes.
Yeah.
I got a little bit of sound audience I need Dean's help with to help me in this.
Oh, my.
But I got 2 reasons why Clemson is going to win this game.
Oh, no.
Actually, me and Josh we do have the same first reason. Alex Martin will be there in person. They will be in the same stadium. I mean, we'll be honest, this ain't
I have a
good.
bad record in Chapel Hill.
Oh,
Let's see the transfers.
Does it transfer?
Yeah, it
And
transfers.
number
You
2,
did go to Atlanta the same week that they lost to Georgia.
Number
That was
2.
after the fact.
That could have an influence.
No.
And number 2, here's the thing, that North Carolina defense, and Alex Morris will hear the same thing from every fan there wearing orange and purple. And I'm gonna help Dean, I'm gonna set this up for him. All they gonna hear is all day long is, dun 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 dun, go! They might have 50 first downs in first half. They are gonna shred Tar Heel
Hold
defense.
on, Alan, hold on, slow down. Slow down. Hit the brake.
Let me just
They
put
run like
this out
90
there.
plays in the game total.
Look, I know North Carolina defense is bad, but Clemson's offense ain't elite. Let me just preface that.
Hold on.
Time out.
Clemson's offense is not elite.
Is Georgia Tech's offense elite?
Alright.
I think that's a fact. You told me
I don't
earlier
think,
today.
I don't think they're elite, but I think
Georgia's
I think-
third. I think they can
I
make
think
enough
North
to
Carolina
move the
defense
ball.
makes A or high school's offense better than if I'm being honest.
We'll
I
put
said
that-
Clemson wins this game. I said
We'll put it as
that.
our opening clip. They're not elite 63-7.
I think that's just a fact.
Tyler Brown is ready to play the North Carolina secondary.
I got a pick. The only team that's allowed to beat Clemson at home is the Shane Cox.
Oh gosh.
And Florida State.
Give me the Tigers.
Yes.
And Florida State. And Florida State. Oh, Lord, this sounds wrong.
If North Carolina wins this game, I'm never good with it.
You picked North
I'm
Carolina.
just saying. I'm just
Any
saying. I'm just saying. That was just
You
a
can't be like, I hope if they win, I'm gonna go crazy after you just picked Clemson.
I'm a fan of North Carolina. Why would I not go
That
crazy?
doesn't make any
No, but
sense.
then pick your team. Pick your team. Pick your team.
Can I not be excited about team wins? I can't
Yeah,
criticize.
you're like calling us out for what we're saying when you literally picked Clemson to beat
That's
North
it. I'm just
Carolina.
doing it just for pick wise. Cause I think that's
No,
what's
no,
gonna happen.
no, no, no,
But
no,
I
no.
hope North Carolina still wins.
We're sharing our opinion on what we think is gonna happen.
What happened?
Did it get turned off?
Oh, yeah, it got turned off.
Oh, no, how much did we lose?
I don't know.
Oh, darn.
All we got is phone
Oh.
broadcast.
It got up to 23 minutes. It's fine.
Alex, you do realize, I knew there was a slim chance for the Hokies to beat Louisville. I still picked up the Hokies.
We had a slight technical difficulty, so if you didn't hear anything, then I'm sorry. But Alex Martin did say that Clemson's offense was not elite, which I don't think they are. But
I don't.
this is relative to North Carolina's defense, so I might have to replay this back next week if they get torched. So,
Oh, there's a high possibility. There's a high possibility about getting
Receipts.
High possibility.
oh boy. All right, last game, 7:30 ABC, number 5 Washington at number 11 Oregon State. The best game of the week in my opinion. Well, I mean, top games going there too. So, Oregon State's favored by 2.5.
You see how like good it's going to
Oregon State.
No, it ain't.
No, it ain't. It's going to Harrisonburg. It's going to the JMU
Wait,
App State game.
what?
Yeah.
They are.
You didn't know that?
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right.
I didn't know that.
Why are they going there over?
That's
stupid.
Yeah, just bring him.
Anyway,
That's
what we gave
They only been there once.
The head leader of the podcast doesn't even know basic stuff. He's
I don't watch games. There's a bunch of clowns sit up there and don't know what they're doing. Also known as
So you're
Desmond Howard.
You watch.
Thank you.
You
Thank
probably
you.
watch Big New
Thank you.
Kickoff, don't you?
yeah.
100%.
Oh.
John Payton.
Oh, you know what?
Josh Bates.
No,
Bates
you watch
takes it.
Urban
He likes to
Meyer.
watch Urban Meyer in the morning.
Yes.
Yes.
Urban clown.
Urban Liar.
Urban Liar.
Yeah.
I feel
Urban
like he
Meyer.
might have done some science stealing in his days. What?
Urban Liar.
I know we beat Virginia Tech, but
I beat Sean as well.
we won national championship that year.
We still beat Sean.
Anyways,
We're talking about Washington and Oregon State.
yeah. I'm not sure why Oregon State's favored.
The real OSU.
If I'm being honest, don't say that yet.
The real OSU and the real dogs.
Yeah.
But
Oregon State.
I think Washington's gonna take care of business again. I mean, they're playing well. I think it's gonna be a collision course for them and Oregon when they play each other in the Pac-12 championship. And I think Oregon's gonna get their revenge, but that's another thing for another time. But I think that Washington takes care of business here against Oregon State. This game is in Corvallis. I think it's gonna be a close game. But I do think they beat them. I think they just have too much on offense for Oregon State, and yeah, I think DJ's gonna have to play really well. If they want to win, and Oregon State's defense is gonna have to play good too. Just kind of slow down their receivers. So
I think Washington's going to keep hanging on with their undefeated season. I think they're going to stay undefeated until the Pac-12
you think
championship.
they're gonna win the Pac-12 championship?
I don't think they're going to win the Pac-12
Oh,
championship.
okay, gotcha.
I think Oregon's going to beat them by like a touchdown, or maybe even 10 in the Pac-12 championship.
They're good, man.
But I think Washington pulls off this game because I just don't think Oregon State is really good enough to beat Washington at this point.
Yeah, you can watch them.
It's kind of like surprising how many teams are still undefeated at this point. It's kind of crazy.
Someone's
isn't it,
gonna
man?
chaos.
Someone's gonna get screwed. Someone's gonna get screwed in the playoff. Top four. I can tell you that.
I
right
hope
now.
it's Ohio State.
Yeah, and I hope it's
Oh,
Ohio
man,
State sitting at home by the end of the season.
if
I
it
hope it's
is-
Georgia.
If
They
it's,
ain't like nobody.
if it's Ohio State, I wouldn't say that our resume is getting pretty close to y'all's right now.
Not
Yes,
after
yes, it
not
is.
after next week.
Well, right now, it's pretty close to y'all's. Yes,
Right now,
it is.
yeah.
Okay, so
Not,
to
we
be wise.
basically play a playoff game. What happens? Y'all lose to Michigan, your resume is dead.
Yeah.
That's not
Indeed.
true.
Yes, it
Yeah,
is.
Penn
Y'all
State.
lost.
There's no way they're putting
Yeah,
it
yeah,
on.
yeah.
Wait, no. They're not putting
Penn
a
State,
one loss
Notre Dame.
Ohio State in over any of the undefeated.
They need
teams.
to make
Not-
I know that.
If you don't make
What
it,
if Washington loses?
Which game?
Oregon and
Alabama and Georgia get
Okay,
it.
so-
Alabama
Oh,
beats
wow.
Georgia
Hey,
SEC.
what if Alabama
Hey,
beats
hey,
Georgia?
hey.
JMU just got denied their waiver for postseason.
That's so stupid.
Of course, what is that?
Let
rule?
JMU go
Free
bowling.
JMU, forget Harbaugh.
Live
Lock him up for life.
Let JMU go bowling.
Go.
They'll- I still think they should go bowling. They're gonna lose to
Alright,
us.
who else has made a pick?
I got a pick. For 2 weeks, I've heard about this Marvin Harrison guy for Heisman. And I'm about sick of it, I'm gonna be honest. I think this is the biggest hoax in college football history.
Oh, Lord.
Michael Penix finally, you know, when the lawyer and stuff in the court case, they just kind of closed the case, closed the book. I feel like Michael Penix is gonna take that cover and just close that book this weekend. Makes his Heisman thing,
Nah.
just go ahead and put his name on it.
Jaden
Michael,
Daniels is the best player in college football.
That
He's the best quarterback. He's the best
Michael
player.
Penix is better than
No, he's not.
Michael Penix closed it this weekend. They win by 20. Blow them out. Michael Penix makes his case for that high
Jaden Daniels.
firing offense.
TJ makes his case for Heisman.
No,
Yes.
no.
I think Jake Jones is got it right now.
Yeah.
He's only got 4 picks.
That's the stat you're looking at, just the four.
Well, he's telling you right now.
Rushing yards,
Fantastic.
fantastic. Wait,
Wait,
about
wait,
fantastic
wait.
yards and rushing yards? He's insane. He's obviously not.
No, it's pick before championship game.
For before SEC championship and stuff?
No, it's not.
Oh, I thought you were talking about national
No,
championship.
the
Oh,
high.
yeah.
I think if Marvin Harrison Jr. has 3 touchdowns against that team up north, I think he wins the Heisman.
That's a big if.
He will.
What if University?
What if?
He's gonna score 3 or 4 touchdowns.
All right.
Do what?
Marvin
No.
Harrison Jr. is gonna score 3 or 4 touchdowns against them.
In your dreams, not before.
That defense is gonna.
He's gonna. That defense against what offense have they played?
I know.
All right.
Oh, real dogs, dude.
So it's gonna be a close game. Somehow Oregon State is favored in this. Here is gonna be this one, but at the same time, I just think Washington is gonna be able to beat Oregon State. So give me the dogs. So
It wasn't him. It was my mom.
I got DJU.
statue.
DJU.
Masterclass.
Masterclass.
Oh.
I haven't seen one of those yet.
He didn't have one of those at Clemson.
A masterclass is 3 picks. No, he had a masterclass against Notre Dame when we still lost. And misled the entire nation.
Alright,
Oh yeah.
let's
We're
move
waiting
on.
on
Top 4. I'm gonna go ahead and go. I think mine stay the same as this past week. Ohio State, Georgia, Cheaters, and Florida State. So
Mine's a little different. I had Georgia move back up into the #1 spot. 2 reasons. Georgia blew out Ole Miss. Second reason, I don't like Ohio State, so there's a little bit of bias in those picks. 2, I have that team in Ohio, Ohio State, they beat the Ohio people, as I put down. They're alright, they beat some pretty good teams, they're okay. 3, I have Michigan, they just beat Penn State without their coach too, but I don't really know how much that matters, honestly. He already missed 3 games, he's missed 4 games this season now. And then 4, I have Washington. Washington and Florida State are like the same for me in my mind right now. Like they keep struggling with the teams that they play.
yeah.
But they keep on winning, so at this point I put Washington down at 4. I think I had Florida State last week, but I feel like I just keep flipping them. I feel like they're tied.
I got the same thing he does. Georgia #1. They absolutely salty mud hole through Ole Miss. I think they deserve to be #1 and they're bringing us a chance. I got Ohio State. If Ohio State can beat Michigan next week, I think they'll be the #1, but we'll see. We'll see what happens.
Bring it, man. Let's
We'll
go.
see what happens. 3, I got Michigan. I think you just have to keep them up there right now, especially after their win against Penn State. And then I got Washington. I don't know. I'm kind of going about Florida State right now. They were kind of struggling.
I'm changing that. I feel like they deserve to be at 4 too.
For Washington?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think Washington would beat Florida State right now.
I think solely based off of Michael Pittman.
They have better wins too.
Yeah. But I think Oregon right now is a better win than Washington. But you can't have them above them because Washington is really good. Yeah.
Might I add that Ole Miss is behind Penn State in right now.
That's just, to be fair,
They
Penn
did.
State is also
They did it.
very much overrated.
They're not rated at all, really.
They're 12th.
The Big
How are they
Ten bias.
overrated? They're doing exactly what everybody thinks they should do.
What about Missouri? If you want to match up like that, Missouri's.
They're so overrated.
They would beat Penn State right now. Missouri would.
Yes.
Yes, they would.
Yes, they would.
Yes, they would.
It'd be a close game.
Yes,
I
no,
know.
my
I feel like Missouri.
I think Missouri beat Penn State.
Missouri would beat Penn State.
I don't think Ole Miss
That
matches
matches up. That right there matches.
Maybe. I
Iowa will probably deserve it.
I think Penn
Iowa?
State.
Let's go.
What?
No,
No,
Penn
Penn
State
State
is-
absurd.
Penn State is only held up by their defense. Their offense is atrocious.
Can I please go?
Yes.
It's just like, it's, you know, sometimes you just like, you gotta just claw and it's like, it's just like real bad right now.
What?
Like, just
Like
like,
an addiction?
I just got
Are you addicted to Georgia Land?
just listen, I just got to get it out real quick. Number one is who I thought it should always be in my head, but now it's not really even the bias part anymore. It's like truthful logic coming into play. Number one, Georgia Bulldogs. All I've heard is Jackson Dart, Quinshon Judkins, Lane Kiffin's offense. Rah, 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 rah. 52 to 17. I'll take it. Come on, that's too easy. Well, who's up next? Let's go. Ohio State is number 2. Why? Because Georgia's got a better resume right now. Georgia's got a win over the. Hold on a minute, real quick. Let me make sure I'm speaking everything word for word, truthful logic. Let's see.
Don't Snapchat video.
It was just on here, right here. I'm on the right thing. You stay where you at. All right. Georgia has a win over. This is college football playoff ones you said that really, really matter. All right now, they got wins over the number 9th ranked Missouri Tigers. They got a win over a huge blowout win against number 13 Ole Miss, which
Where are both those games at again?
in Athens, but
Okay,
we
okay.
still won. Okay, listen. And this weekend we'll have a win against right now the number 18 team in the country, the Tennessee Volunteers. So that is 3 top 25 wins after this weekend right now. Then Ohio State is number 2 in my book right now. Number 3, Michigan. It won't be like that for long because they'll take care of Ohio State next Saturday.
Move up to number 1.
Move up, yep. Nah, not that. Move up number 2. And number 3 is Washington. I think Washington is still elite right
We are
now.
gonna revive Woody Hayes, and he's coming back to this one.
And then he's gonna punch Clemson for in the throat.
Yes, he'll be there this weekend.
Really? That's why he got fired.
Alright. Give me the Georgia Bulldogs at number 1. They've rightfully earned it. I thought they were going to take care of Ole Miss. They really took care of Ole Miss. Number 2, give me Ohio State. I mean, you blow out Michigan State. No, I mean, that's not that much. But you do have those quality wins over Penn State, which it is Penn State. And you do have a really good win in South Bend against Notre Dame. Number 3, give me Michigan. Still a little concerning without the head coach, but they've proven that they can win without him. So we'll see what happens in rivalry week. That those Ohio State Michigan game can flip, and solely based off of Michael Penix being better than Jordan Travis, give me the Huskies at number 4. Oh.
Number 1. The Dogs. Number 2.
Washington?
The
Washington or
The real Dogs.
so the Huskies.
Bulldogs.
The Mississippi State Bulldogs.
Yes. Jimmy Chadwell.
Athens, Georgia. Number 1.
Let's go.
Number 2. The boys from Columbus.
Yes, sir, the Buckeyes. Let's
Number
go.
3. Unfortunately, Michigan.
Yes.
Number 4. Get Florida State out of here. Washington deserves it.
Let's go.
Florida State is not. They're good, but they're not.
They're not elite.
They're not elite. They don't deserve top 4. I would take Oregon over Florida State.
Oh, yeah.
Easily.
And
Take Bama over.
Alabama's
Florida State.
big
I will.
good too.
Yes.
What do you say they're not elite? I've heard that quote before. It's like it's come from the Georgia football coach after our 42 to 41 New Year's Eve victory against
think
Ohio
Florida State's
State last year.
He
when
didn't
said,
say that after that.
You're either elite or you're not.
He didn't say that.
Yes,
after
he
that
did.
game. No,
Read
he
his
did
statement.
not.
Yes, he did.
I have no idea. I don't know.
I have a lot of words to that, but they probably not should be said on this podcast. All right.
Say it.
Well, no.
We're going to say it.
I ain't saying I'm gonna say something terrible, but it probably wouldn't be too good. All right. Well, that's gonna do it from us. We'll see you next week, probably on the Zoom call. And
Hey, next week we'll be on the road.
Next week we're going
Be on the road.
so-
Be on the road.
have a good Thanksgiving, and we'll see you in the next one.
Anderson and Clemson. All over the place.
Let's get this phone.
Virginia.
No,
Alabama.
yeah, you can choose.
Where did you get those?